Is your GE front load washer refusing to turn on, leaving you with a pile of laundry and no way to tackle it? Hi, I'm William from AppliancePartsPros.com, and I'm here to help you troubleshoot this common issue. When a washer is unresponsive, the power supply cord, noise filter, main harness, and main control are often the culprits causing the silence. Don't worry if you're new to appliance repairs. This process is easier than you might think. Let's dive in and bring your washer back to life. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. For today's work, we'll need a multimeter, a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your front load washer by unplugging it or turning the breaker off unless live voltage testing is necessary. Remove the screws securing the top panel, slide it back, then lift it up. Set the top panel to the side. Grab your multimeter and set it to volts AC, indicated by a V with a squiggly line. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electric shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Do not test live voltage if you are uncomfortable using a multimeter around live electricity. Test from the black wire to the white wire where the power cord connects to the noise filter. If 120 volts AC is not present, unplug the washer from the outlet and plug it into a different outlet, then repeat the test. If 120 volts is still not present, the power cord has failed and should be replaced. If 120 volts is present, continue troubleshooting. If you'd like to learn more about using a multimeter, we've put together a comprehensive tutorial. Check out the link in the description. Using your multimeter, test from the black wire to the white wire on the opposite side of the noise filter. If 120 volts AC is not present, the noise filter has failed and should be replaced. If voltage is present, continue troubleshooting. Unplug the power cord. Remove the dispenser drawer. Remove the screws securing the console to the frame. Plug the power cord back in. Locate connector CN3 on the main control. Using your multimeter, test from the black wire at pin 4 to the white wire at pin 2. If 120 volts AC is not present like we see here, the main harness has failed and should be replaced. If 120 volts AC is present, continue troubleshooting. If you've reached this point in troubleshooting, the main control is the cause of failure. The diagnosis is verified by confirming the operational voltage is reaching the main control, yet the washer is still not functioning properly. Since we found the main harness has failed, let me show you how to replace it. Unplug the power cord, remove the dispenser drawer, remove the screws securing the console to the frame, rotate and slide the console out, disconnect the wires from the main control and set it to the side. Remove the screws securing the bottom access panel. Take the panel off and set it to the side. Open the door and remove the screw securing the door lock. Remove the door gasket spring and push the door gasket behind the front panel. Remove the screw securing the front panel, then lift it off and set it aside. Remove the back access panel from the washer. Using your pliers, remove the wire harness retainers from the washer frame and disconnect the wires from each component as you go. Remove the screws securing each ground wire connected to the frame as you reach them. Here's the old main harness. We'll be using this to complete the repair. If you've already got a new one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Secure the harness to the frame, connecting the wires to each part as they are reached. Secure the back panel onto the washer. Secure the front panel to the frame. And secure the lock to the front panel. Reinstall the door gasket onto the front panel. Secure the bottom access panel. Connect the wires to the main control, then set the console back into place and secure it with the screws we removed earlier. Reinsert the dispenser drawer. Install the top panel and secure it with the remaining screws. Plug the power cord back in, and with that, we're done. Once you've identified the issue with your GE front load washer, grab your model number and visit us at AppliancePartsPros.com to find the right replacement parts. Most orders arrive within a couple of days, so you'll be back to tackling that laundry pile in no time. Once your new part is in hand, feel free to utilize our video guides for straightforward installation assistance. If you'd like a little more diagnostic assistance, be sure to visit our forum page where you can get answers from our technicians. Links in the description. We'd love to hear about your repair journey, so let us know how it went in the comments below. Thank you for trusting AppliancePartsPros.com with your appliance repair needs.